Have you ever faced a mountain in your life? A challenge so big, a dream so distant, or a problem so overwhelming that it just felt impossible to overcome? We've all been there, standing at the foot of our own personal Everest, feeling small and powerless. Maybe it's a health diagnosis that rocks your world, a financial crisis that keeps you up at night, a broken relationship that seems beyond repair, or a personal goal that feels hopelessly out of reach. In those moments, it's easy to let doubt and despair creep in. The world tells us to be realistic, to lower our expectations, to accept our limitations. But what if there's a different perspective? A truth that can completely change how we view these impossible situations. The Bible tells us in Luke chapter 1 verse 37, "For nothing will be impossible with God." Think about that for a second. Not some things are difficult. Not most things are possible, but nothing will be impossible. This isn't just a nice, feel-good quote. It's a declaration of divine power that has been proven time and time again. Let's look at some examples from history and scripture. Think about Abraham and Sarah. They were well past their childbearing years, and the idea of them having a son was, by all natural logic, impossible. Yet, God promised them a child, and Isaac was born. Medically impossible, but not impossible for God. Or consider the story of David and Goliath, a young shepherd boy against a giant, seasoned warrior. The odds were laughably stacked against David. Everyone saw it as a suicide mission, but David didn't see a giant. He saw an opportunity for God to show his strength. He went into that battle not with his own power, but with faith in the God for whom nothing is impossible. And we all know how that story ended. One small stone, one giant faith, one impossible victory. What about the parting of the Red Sea? An entire nation of people trapped between an advancing army and an impassable body of water. Talk about a dead end. It was the definition of an impossible situation, but Moses stretched out his hand, and God did the impossible. He made a dry path right through the middle of the sea. These stories aren't just ancient tales. They are powerful reminders that the God who did the impossible then is the same God we serve today. His power hasn't diminished. His love for you hasn't faded. The same God who made the blind see and the lame walk is interested in the impossibilities you're refacing in your life right now. So, what's your mountain? What's the impossible that's staring you down? Maybe you're praying for a restored marriage, for healing in your body, for a breakthrough in your career, or for a loved one to find their way back to faith. It can feel daunting. The journey can feel long and lonely. But I want to encourage you today to shift your focus. Instead of staring at the size of your mountain, start looking at the size of your God. Faith isn't about denying the reality of the problem. Faith is about elevating the reality of God above the problem. It is about bringing your impossible and laying it at the feet of the one who specializes in impossibilities. When you partner with God, the equation changes. It's no longer just you against the world. It's you and the creator of the universe. This doesn't mean it will always be easy or that answers will come overnight. The journey of faith often requires patience, perseverance, and trust, especially when we can't see the way forward. But it means you never have to face it alone. It means you can have hope when everything seems hopeless. Today, I challenge you to identify that impossible situation in your life. Write it down, and next to it, write, "For nothing will be impossible with God." Let that be your anchor. Speak it over your situation. Pray it with conviction. Remind yourself that the same power that raised Jesus from the dead is at work in you and for you. Don't let the world's limitations define your faith. Let your faith in God define your possibilities. He is able, and He is with you. Thank you so much for watching. If this message encouraged you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this. We'd love to hear in the comments what impossible you're trusting God with today. You're not alone. Have a blessed day.